Hello, everybody. Welcome back to HalfTorqued. Today, I am Jeremy Taylor.
I'm Matt.
And we have a very, very special guest today. What's its official name?
I don't think, well, hey, come here. Yeah, we found the chicken outside.
I believe its official name is Chicken Torqued.
Chicken torqued. Hey, where are you going?
Or half chicken, which is actually kind of funny, too.
Half chicken.
Half chicken. It keeps slamming its head on the table. I'm really wet because it's wet outside, and I just had to run and put our dogs up.
What a weird chicken. Like, I found a chicken outside, man. Like,
He just went to pee, and
I came back with a chicken.
we heard some tweets.
So, like, you may hear Enzo, our shop cat, who
Hiding in the night.
she's in here somewhere, and she's about to have some chicken tenders.
Yeah, I hope not. She has not displayed any signs of aggression.
She sure did at first.
Yeah, but now it looks like they're friends.
What is it doing?
Oh, just jumped off the table.
Well, there
It's
it
on its
goes.
own now at the moment. But we just want to introduce our special friend.
Yeah, that was interesting to say the least. And
Yeah.
I just randomly found a chicken. But anyway,
It will be returned to its rightful owner if we can find out where or who that is.
yeah, it's got a limp now because Jeremy threw a chicken today.
It's not true. I decided to softly lay it from about 3 feet up to go back to its home, and I believe it had a limp before that because chickens can fly.
Can they?
They can glide.
There you go.
Remember playing Zelda? You hold on to the chickens and they fly you around?
Yeah, because that's a real thing.
Yeah, absolutely. No?
No.
Oh.
Anyway,
Talk about that later then, I guess.
hey guys, guess what we did?
What do we do, Matthew?
We went to the NASCAR Bristol race.
The Bass Pro 500 Daytona night race.
I don't think it's Daytona.
Daytona is just the word I associate NASCAR with in general.
That's fair.
Is that right?
No.
Okay, great.
I mean, it's a big race, but
A 500 lap night race, sponsored by Bass Pro, I believe.
I just want to say I have such a newfound respect for NASCAR.
Absolutely, yeah.
I'm not going to sit here and say that I'm all of a sudden a NASCAR fan and I'm going to watch it on TV and stuff because, honestly, I'm not. But, man, walking around that place and because we got a tour, which, you'll see some photos popping up here now. And,
Yes.
like, we met we met a lot of people, actually.
A lot of really awesome people, yeah.
Yeah. We got to walk around with Jake, and I'm not going to butcher his last name.
I'll spell it right here for you.
There you go.
Yeah, I'm not going to attempt it.
Yeah,
Sorry.
no. One of the coolest guys I've ever met.
Yeah, what is his official title?
He is the composite shop manager for Joe Gibbs Racing.
Right, and Joe Gibbs Racing is very in ties with NASCAR, and they provide a lot of parts. They build a lot of parts.
Build cars. He does carbon fiber. Like,
He's like a carbon fiber
like,
expert.
Yeah,
I
mean, he's got to be. Like, he was telling us about other things that he does, which we're not going to talk about because I don't know if we can.
I don't know what's confidential about him, but this guy's definitely a jack of all trades.
Yeah.
When it comes to aerodynamics.
The dude is building his own carbon fiber spearfishing gun. Like, that might not sound cool to you guys, but it sure did to me. And then he showed us the video and stuff, and he free dives when he does it. And then they're chasing a shark in the video. Like, man, that dude's cool.
Definitely one of the coolest guys you'll ever meet.
But man, he showed us so much, and I wish I could remember the tire guy at the pit.
I don't know if he gave us his name or not.
Awesome guy. I don't think you'll see this, but he worked for, was it Ally?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Another thing that we figured out that night too was like all these pit crews are usually ex-college or NFL football players or just ex-athletes, because you have to be pretty freaking fit to throw these tires around all the time. The wheels and tires, they're 40 pounds a piece.
They're very light.
They are very light compared to normal wheels. Matt, with his good hand, made it look very light.
This is the bad one. This is the good one.
And
right up.
Whenever he picked it up with one hand and made it look easy, and he like handed it to me as if it was going to be super easy.
Heyo.
Welcome back, Enzo. he handed it to me as if it was going to be really easy. And I was like, oh, yeah, even if it's super strong, I'm going to get that adrenaline strength. And I'm going to hold it with one hand. And I ended up having to freaking rest it on my leg.
Yeah, I didn't.
But no, it was super awesome. All the wheels are BBS wheels, which
they're all
were wheels
all
that you
the
can get on
same
a stock car, right?
I'm sure you
well,
can.
not that wheel, but that pattern, that look, that design.
They're all Unilug. I thought it was really cool how they put the tape, like the color tape on it. So when they look at it, they can quickly tell which spoke to grab it by and things like that. That was neat.
Yeah, you don't realize how much goes into it, but obviously, I mean, if you think about, they average 9-second pit stops now, which if you're a NASCAR fan, especially an older NASCAR fan, you remember them being 15, 16 seconds. And that was when they had the 5-lug pattern. And they would, all the whole thing. But now it's literally just one, which makes it a lot easier for sure.
That's a great sound effect.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
I've worked on that.
Have you in the mirror?
Yeah, absolutely. Every night.
That's cool, man.
This is my nitrogen impact noise. So yeah, you definitely gain like a new respect when you're down there in the pits. And I would also like to disclaim, if you're going to a race, you do not have to go in the pits to have a good time. I did not expect to be so invested in the race. I've went to a lot of races growing up, but like that was kind of before I could remember. And we all just kind of picked a driver based on like the brands that we like, or DeWalt, McDonald's, Ally, whatever. And we just kind of rooted for them. My wife loves Bubba Wallace, apparently. A little too much. I'm a little scared for our relationship.
Yeah, that was random.
Bubba Wallace.
She just likes his name.
Please stay away from my wife. But yeah, like it was just fun to like sit there and you watch these cars. And what's so cool about NASCAR versus like F1 or IndyCar racing or whatever is that you know like what an F1 driver is doing to overtake someone. Like you know that they're hitting the corners better than everyone else. Yeah. When you're watching NASCAR, and everybody makes the jokes like, oh, it's just like one big left turn. It's hard to tell exactly what they're doing to overtake these people, but it's very obvious that there's good and bad, or better and worse.
Yeah, absolutely.
Is it Kyle Larson who won the race?
Yeah.
And he was literally...
He led just
a quarter mile ahead.
One of them,
yeah, he led 463 laps out of 500.
Like yeah.
And he started in the back. So, like, that was the only reason he wasn't leading then, was because he started back. But as soon as he got in the lead, no one ever overtook him. And there was only one guy that was close, and he ended up getting a penalty, and he got sent to the back. But no, like it's incredible, and these are microscopic gains they're getting over these other drivers to overtake them, and it just takes like a little bit of aggression to like get in front of these people. It's really crazy, and there's a little bit of luck in there with. Obviously, this is like a thinner track. When you're going, a half mile at a time, you're obviously going to end up lapping other people. So it gets clogged. And that's when, like, mainly things happen. But no, it was incredible. I gained a whole new respect for the sport.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun.
I
got to watch the game.
Yeah. So we were in a suite, and there was a TV in the corner, and the Tennessee game I was on. Go Vols.
Go Vols.
And... So there was a group of people behind us. It was me, Ashley, my mom, my dad, Peanut, and Kaylee. And behind us, there was like a whole group of people watching the Tennessee game.
Random dudes.
Yeah, super cool guys. And Matt was behind them as well because he wanted to watch the game and the TV was up high. So halfway through the race, I don't know when this happened, those guys left. And since then, I've been hearing cheering and like clapping and stuff like that for Tennessee. And then at one point, I was like, it is a little bit quieter than it was. You look back and it's just Matt doing this.
I was so pumped.
Let's go, dude.
I was so pumped.
And I literally thought it was a group of people. This one guy it was awesome.
I'm a diehard Vols fan.
Which I cannot blame you for at all. No, it was a great time. I'll throw a video up of the C-130 flyover. That was beautiful. What an amazing country we're in.
Yep, that's so cool. So cool.
And there was a guy, I don't have a picture of it, but he did art that was really cool of like a soldier with an American flag banner. She's not going to attack that chicken.
Uh-oh. Nope.
I won't let her. No, she's good. We feed her well here.
If Jeremy suddenly lunges out of frame, it's to save the
half chicken.
What?
Half chicken.
Half chicken.
Yeah.
Half chick.
That's better.
Is
Half
it?
Chick is cool. And then, dude, when you get down there, we went down before it started to the pit to like watch them start. And when they first started their engines, it was like these are a lot quieter than I
it was so
remember.
quiet when they started riding around, and then,
We didn't even realize it really happened. And then we saw them on the track like going, and this was just like with the pace car. They were warming up their tires and stuff like that. And all of a sudden, you like kind of start to hear something, and they're getting warmer and they're getting warmer, and then they come next to you, and it's like, and it's like, dude, you can feel it in your freaking soul.
Even with the ear pro, it was shaking you. It's so cool,
incredible. And when you see these cars like turning back and forth to warm up their tires, and if you've ever been like a high horsepower car, if you're in like first gear in a parking lot, your car like kind of lurches forward a little bit.
Up.
Don't do it.
This is where it happens.
Come here, Enzo.
Guys, this is Mother Nature.
We will intervene.
Survival of the fastest.
Okay, she's chilling. Golly, this is stressful.
You want it extra crispy, or do you want it spicy?
That's not nice.
Oh, sorry.
We want the chicken to live.
I mean, yeah, but
No butts there.
yeah, chicken butt.
Where'd it go? I didn't even see it. Okay, so frick, I don't even know what I was saying anymore. Oh gosh.
Come over here and lay
such a
down.
Bummer.
Yeah.
What was I saying?
We were talking about just going down into the pits just before the race and stuff.
Right. And when they lurch forward. So when you're in like a low gear, your car wants to lurch forward if you're in like a high power car. And seeing them go around and like their cars are lurching forward naturally and they're swerving back and forth, it felt like animals to me. Like, it didn't feel like these piloted machines. It felt like these like ferocious beasts were like about to attack each other. It looked like the freaking beginning to How to Train Your Dragon or something.
I don't get the reference.
I don't know if that's a good reference or not, but just dragons. They look like dragons.
Rawr.
Rawr.
Is that what dragons sound like?
We don't know, technically.
Oh, we don't?
No. We don't know what dinosaurs sound like either. So when we have these like dinosaur toys, they could, and we don't know.
That's what they sound like.
They could be like, meow. But
wouldn't that be hilarious seeing a T-Rex coming at you?
and they're like, arr, arr. That'd be awesome, actually.
Off the rails.
So, like I said, you do not have to have a pit pass to enjoy this race. It was just really cool to see them so up close, and
we were just lucky. We were lucky to be able to do that kind of stuff.
Very blessed.
Yeah, it was really cool.
So when you're sitting there at like one of the corners and you see them all pass, by the time you see one of the like the last ones, you can already hear them coming again. It's just so
there's literally
wicked.
no way to even make out the number of the cars they go by.
Yeah.
It's literally a blur.
Yeah.
It's wild, man.
It's genuinely incredible.
Makes me want to watch Days of Thunder.
I've never seen it.
I know.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Don't be.
Me and my parents were talking about that yesterday. Was that Tom Cruise?
Yeah.
And a couple other actors were in that, I would say.
Robert Duvall.
Yes.
Nicole Kidman.
Yep. Those two.
The other guy.
That other guy.
And the other dude.
Right. A couple more probably.
Yep.
At least.
Yep. Ryan Reynolds.
Nope.
John C. Reilly.
Ryan Reynolds was in that movie?
No, but John C. Reilly was.
I don't know who that is.
Wow.
Don't take offense if I don't know. John C. Reilly, if you're watching this, don't take offense that I don't know your name.
John C. Reilly, if you're watching this, please comment and let him know who you are, sir.
Drop that IMDb link.
And I appreciate you very much. And you're a great actor. You're funny. And you can be really good at, like, dramatic, too. What's wrong?
Nothing.
I don't know if you guys noticed, but Jeremy has on different headphones.
Yeah. So this morning.
This afternoon.
Don't test me right now.
I mean, you don't wake up till like 2.
At least one. This afternoon, I had my dogs out in the garage, which has never been a problem, except for the fact that Polly poops sometimes. But she's a puppy.
It was a little problem at first when
Yeah.
they came in and Enzo was in here.
True.
They was about to get jacked up by Enzo.
Enzo would wreck both of my dogs.
Yeah, Enzo, you're the
Polly's
beast.
big. She's an Antilian Shepherd lab mix, but she would get wrecked.
Yep.
Enzo's experience. She's battle torn.
She's hungry for chicken fingers
She's a
too.
little bougie, actually. If she was hungry, she would already had them.
That's because I fed her.
We feed her good here for sure.
She won't eat human food.
No, she refuses.
It's weird.
I give her like good stuff. I gave her like some steak fat and stuff like that. She just doesn't really care for it.
Weirdo. Coolest cat ever.
Yeah, very cool cat. So, we brought the dogs in, which has never been a problem. She has sat beside my PC for hours, and my cable management is awful. And never touched a cord in her life. All of a sudden, we're sitting here talking about like what we're going to talk about in the podcast, and I look down, and there she goes, chewing on the headphone cord. Not the extension of the headphone, which would be a lot easier to replace. She chewed on the headphone cord. We know how to do a lot here at Garage HalfTorqued. Splicing wires for headphones is not one of them.
No, there's some really thin, weird wire.
Very strange, something I've never really seen.
I don't know. People are going to be like, oh, it's easy to splice wire. Yeah, come show us.
Yeah.
Come show us this one.
Come show us for free. Come repair them for free.
Yep. He'll fly you out.
Yep.
He'll put you up in the nicest hotel.
I'll book your flight with your money, for sure.
Yep.
I'd be happy to do that.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Friendly.
So anyway, yeah, we were talking to Jake, and the pricing of all this stuff is insane. I don't want to go like too much into detail about what he was telling us, but jacks, just carbon fiber jacks that they use to jack up these cars are ridiculously expensive.
That thing was awesome.
They're super cool.
Looks like it'd been run over though. Like,
it had like the weird...
Yeah, the way it's designed and stuff is just...
And it looks simple. It's not, obviously. Whoa, Enzo. Not again, dude. Not that kind of channel.
This isn't Tinder.
Jeez,
man. Whoa. Don't need to see that balloon knot.
But, like, just the jacks are so expensive, dude. And, like, I don't know. It's really crazy when you look at the pricing of this stuff. Now, running a NASCAR team, which is probably pretty common knowledge at this point if you, like, look it up on Google, was a lot cheaper than I thought. If you look at like what it costs to make a movie versus running a NASCAR team, just to film Twisters, you could run like almost, we'll say like 15 NASCAR teams.
Wow.
Which is pretty freaking insane.
It is.
So you either film a $200 million movie or you have 15 NASCAR teams. And there's what, like 34 right now?
I have no idea.
Wow.
Meow.
That's actually really cool to put in perspective.
Meow. Wow. Like,
right up in your grill.
Right. Oh, hey.
What you got? Tell the people, Enzo.
What you got to say? About to drop a freestyle. Catnip. Looking for my catnip. Sorry.
It's okay. My goal would be to like buy a retired NASCAR at some point. I think it'd be super cool because they sell them all the time.
What would you do with it?
I have no clue. Definitely drive down the street.
It's not street legal.
I don't care. Out of here.
It's true. You only have
Here's
one
my
headlight.
delete. Yeah. I don't care about the law.
He does. He really does.
That's why I have a radar detector. Because I don't run from cops. I just stop very quickly before.
Oh, he slows down before they see him.
But yeah, like definitely gained a whole new respect for the sport. And I feel like people are starting to not like NASCAR nearly as much as they used to, and I don't really understand why. I know there's some controversy with, like, they're trying to make it safer, which you can knock them for all you want, but, like, you can't knock them for that and not kind of feel like a bad person.
Same thing with football.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like, oh, it's getting softer. Like, yeah, but there's also, ow.
Ah.
Just bit me, dude. Get out of here.
He smells like chicken.
Apparently. You can't really blame them for like not wanting to hurt their players. Like,
yeah, they invest a lot of money in those guys.
Yeah, it's like entertaining for 2 seconds. It's like, oh my gosh, this happened, but then their career's over, and bummer. Like, that person now has CTE, and now his life is ruined.
I wonder what Tua's doing right now.
Probably cashing on that $12 million paycheck and
probably drooling,
chilling in his.
I'm a Dolphins fan, and that irritates me.
I think he needs to retire. But
he's not going to.
No, he's not going to. Sorry, not a football podcast. It's a car podcast. We need to start a football podcast.
No, we don't.
Yeah, we do.
No, we don't.
Look to the AP poll, top 25.
Tennessee's number 5. Whoop, 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 whoop.
Georgia's number 2. Whoop, whoop.
No one cares.
Sorry. So anyway, yeah, if you have any chance to go to a NASCAR race, I highly recommend it. It's a lot cheaper than F1 too, I believe. Like a lot cheaper to go to a NASCAR race over an F1 race. I was also told that the best drivers of NASCAR, Larson and Bell, I believe, Christopher Bell and Kyle Larson. He was like, honestly, I'd take them over any driver in the world. Put them in any car, put them in any type of racing, and I'd take them.
People are immediately going to disagree with that because they're like, oh, Indy cars, they make left and right turns, and they're going to say they're automatically better.
Right.
But if you're in a car set up for that type of racing, I don't know.
No, a NASCAR will not keep up with an F1 car on an F1 track.
No.
Duh.
Wait, no, did they do that?
They had a NASCAR at the 24-hour Le Mans.
Yeah, and didn't it do really well?
It did well for its class, and it stayed the whole 24 hours, which is very impressive. Really cool stories about that, too. They were saying, so if you don't know what the 24-hour Le Mans is, that's crazy. Definitely go look into that and watch Ford versus Ferrari. Such a good movie.
That is a good movie, and I don't even like Ford.
Probably my top 3 movies ever.
When Mr. Ford gets in there with, what's his name?
Shelby.
Yeah, and he starts crying. That was awesome.
Yeah, amazing movie. Go watch it. It'll kind of fill you in on what you need to know about the 24 hours of Le Mans. But basically, it's this 24-hour straight endurance race. They don't have a replacement car, do they? Like if their car goes kaput, they are out of the race.
In 24-hour Le Mans?
Yeah.
I think so. I think it's just a one car.
Right.
Because that really wouldn't be fair.
Right. So if your car doesn't make it and it's not like reliable enough, you're out.
I want to do the 24-hour lemons.
We'll talk about that in a second. I want to talk about that.
So much
fun. If you don't make it for 24 hours straight at high RPMs racing, it goes through night, it goes through rain, it goes through whatever happens. And they have, 3 drivers, I think, to switch between?
Yep.
And they'll, like, hop in, do the first 4 hours, hop out, go to sleep. Other driver goes in, and they'll, like, switch off throughout the night.
Yeah, you get, like, 8-hour break or something. And
right.
That'd be so much fun.
Incredible. Like, this race is awesome. I have never watched the whole 24 hours, believe it or not.
It's about 24 hours.
Yeah, it is about 20. 24 hours. Yeah, it's about that.
Yep.
And so last year, or this year, I can't remember, the most recent one, they had a NASCAR in it. It was a Camaro.
ZL1.
And it lasted the full 24 hours. And if you don't know, NASCARs are a lot louder than like F1 or like GT cars or GT3 cars, whatever. And so they were saying like the operators were like falling asleep. And they'd wake right back up when that NASCAR came around with that roaring, screaming, straight-piped V8, which is so cool. Go America. So, yeah, I mean, the car can compare. It did not touch, like, the top series cars because it's not built for that. That's not what it's for.
It's not going to.
Exactly.
Completed 285 laps. And it finished,
out of 285 laps? Or
finished 39th in the 62-car field.
Wow, that's not bad at all. For a NASCAR, are you kidding me? That's awesome.
Yeah. I mean, everybody was super impressed by it.
Yeah.
As they should be.
Yeah.
To be able to go out and race something like that.
Absolutely. I think rally drivers are some of the most talented drivers ever.
Oh, God. Kind of like us when we were, when we left Victor's. We were trying to make it to my daughter's game.
Exactly.
And he was calling out directions for me.
Yep. Going like 45 on a back road.
In a 45-mile-an-hour zone.
With 8 or 12 piece of wheels in the back bed, trying not to scratch those up at all.
Freshly powder coated.
And,
we made it.
It's like triple caution, right turn, slight right. You're gonna want to slow down over this hill. Blah, blah, blah. I'd call out everything way too early because I'm always scared that I'm gonna miss it, and then my wheels are gonna go flying out of the back of the bed.
When is the Victor video coming out? Is that next?
I believe that is next. I can't confirm that right now.
Oh, I can't wait. Can't wait for you guys to see that. Just to see Victor's whole setup, man.
It's going to be awesome. I hope we got enough footage. If not, I'm going to do some voiceover and kind of explain what's going on because it was pretty loud in there.
So awesome, though. And Victor is a super like low-key, quiet-talking guy, soft-spoken, but
definitely
very cool. A lot of fun. I can't wait to be able to see that video.
Yeah, that's going to be incredible. Like when you take hobbyists versus professionals. We've talked about mechanics here a little bit, and it's like we can do most things in this garage, but that's because we know our cars. And I can do a lot with a Supra, but you bring a Buick in here, and I probably wouldn't know the first thing about it.
Isn't there a Buick out back right now?
That's the only thing I can think of.
It's not even the fact that we can do mechanical things. There's so many other art forms out there. Like we can powder coat.
Right.
We've done it, and then you go see Victor powder coat.
Just a different level.
And then then you realize we're elementary school, and this dude's like at Harvard.
Yep.
And
100%.
Yeah, it's amazing.
It's beautiful, and it's definitely an art. And
it's just like Felix or Dream Killer, those guys that do PPF and stuff, and even Julian, man, like the way those guys do it, BP and the way he details cars.
Yep.
Everybody has their thing. There's this, people think of the car world, they think of making it faster, but there's so many other things in the car world, paint and body and powder coat and PPF, which is huge now, and vinyl wrapping and all this kind of stuff, and metal working. Like there's so much stuff out there, and man, there's so many different things to learn about, which is kind of what we hope we're going to be able to start bringing to we are bringing it to it. But yeah, we were talking today, we're going to get some people on the podcast, and Victor would probably be one of the very first. Man, if we can get Jake on here,
that'd be
he'll make us look so stupid because of how smart he is.
Absolutely, yeah.
And I'm okay with that.
He asked me, Jake is the guy that we met at NASCAR, by the way, with this last name. And just like the stuff that he talked about and how well he talked about it, and it was like very, very obviously like an afterthought knowledge for him. It's really incredible.
It is, man. And he was like so welcoming and down to earth, and
I didn't feel like intimidated to talk to him, which I feel like is so common in the car world.
There was nobody that we met like that, from the NASCAR world. Like we met the owner of Trackhouse. Gosh, we met so many people, and I wish I could remember everybody's name, so I'm terrible with names.
Yeah.
But like what was the guy's name? Was it Paul?
Which one?
The first guy we met up with.
Jeff, senior vice president of Bristol Motor Speedway.
Yeah, Jeff was awesome. He was
really,
super
really awesome
cool,
guy.
man.
They're taking big strides to like youth. I was going to say euthanize.
That is definitely not what we're doing here.
Youth, make the demographic of NASCAR a little bit more youthful, because they know everybody would love it. It's just that we have to get it in front of them.
Yeah.
So it's going to be huge if we can get the younger demographic on it. And they're taking really good strides, and you can tell that they care. They had people looking at the lines to get into like the pit passes and stuff like that. They literally hired like consultants to just watch the lines just to see how they can make them smoother. So they are actively taking strides to make the experience more welcoming and better, because everybody knows that the traffic of race week is awful and all that stuff. And so they're trying to get rid of that stigma, and they are taking real strides and not just, little stupid things that people don't care about.
There was nothing I experienced that whole day that I would complain about.
Yeah.
Nothing.
100%.
And like we waited in line. We had VIP passes, all this, but we still waited in a line, and I didn't mind.
No, not at all.
That line moved it was so long. We were like, dang it, and then like it took us 5 minutes.
Yep. And when a line is actively moving, there's nothing else they can do.
So what,
to
man? They gotta have security.
Yeah, exactly.
Because of
that's for your benefit, dude. If
right?
they didn't, then who knows what would happen?
Literally everybody we talked to, from the people outside the elevator in the suite, to Jeff and Jake and everybody else, man, just awesome people. So much
that's
fun.
Just that Southern hospitality too. Anyway, but no, NASCAR was genuinely like a really awesome experience, and I'm definitely going back the next time we get a race. And they talked about doing the it's like the road track race.
The Roval?
Is that what it's called?
I think so.
So it's like half road, half track. So it's kind of like off-road. Is that dirt, I guess, then? Or is that...
No, it's just like they add, I think, is when they add like part of the road course to it.
Okay.
So there's actually, other types of turns and things.
But road course is dirt, no?
No.
Oh. Just...
No, I can't imagine that I can't imagine NASCAR would run a race where some of it's
dirt.
tarmac and then dirt.
Well, I know they do the like the all season tires.
Those rain tires?
Yeah, on the road on the road courses.
Whoops.
I don't know exactly. I would have to confirm.
Bank of America Roval 400. That's October 13th. Oh.
Yeah, we were going to go, but that's the GTR event.
Gonna be at the Tail of the Dragon.
Ooh.
Yeah.
GTR come out.
Whoop, whoop. Too late now. Should have registered.
And then we talked about going to, is it Joe Gibbs Racing?
Yeah, yeah. So being invited to that's pretty dang awesome.
Yeah. I don't know if we'll be able to film that or not.
Hopefully we'll be able to film some.
Yeah, get some kind of content out of that place. But that's, I mean, the stuff that they do there, the stuff that he was just talking about them doing is mind-boggling. So I'd love to show you guys some of that if we can.
Whereas John C. Reilly would say in Step Brothers, mind-boggling. I don't think it was that one. I think it was Anchorman, actually. And
I've never seen it. I've seen Anchorman.
it was actually Will Ferrell that said mind-boggling. No, it was stupid Blades of Glory. Don't recommend it.
I have no idea what he's talking about.
Sorry. Jeremy's the
Fire
worst
this
actor
guy.
in the world because he doesn't watch movies.
Best actor, worst movie critic. Best actor ever? Maybe.
Moving on to...
They're also doing college tickets, I believe, for the NASCAR races. He said
Yeah.
like $25 or something like
yeah, something real cheap for that.
that. Either 25 or 75, I can't remember, but that's freaking cheap for a NASCAR race. Super cool. So if you're a college student, I guess it's just like a college ID thing, and you get a...
My wife's not one anymore.
She just graduated with her master's.
2 of them.
Everybody say congratulations to Ashley.
Spam the comments. So there'll be like 4 comments saying congratulate. Oh, look, there she is texting
wow.
me.
Look at that.
Oh, better.
Divine timing.
That was weird.
That was weird.
She listening?
Yes, definitely. She always is. So yeah, if you're a college student, definitely go check out NASCAR. They're doing crazy deals for you guys over there. So definitely do that. If you are an old head who used to love NASCAR and don't anymore, go watch again because things have changed and they're taking strides to make it better. Yeah, I think it's absolutely worth it. I was sponsored to go there and we were invited, but we are not obligated to say anything on this podcast. So we're being honest, and it was just like a good experience. And being down in the pits was awesome. So if you can get a VIP pit pass, that's awesome.
It's worth it.
Absolutely.
Like, man, that was awesome.
Yeah, it absolutely elevated the whole experience for sure.
It felt so different because,
Yeah.
I've been to a couple races before, which, like I said, I'm not a huge NASCAR fan, but after going down there and actually, it was so cool because, like, those guys in the pits are busy, but everyone that we talked to did not mind to stop and talk and nothing.
Yep.
But, man, when it was race time, those dudes were locked in. Like, I saw them stretching and warming up and all this stuff. I was like, dang.
Well,
But-
apparently, like, dude, if you like miss a tire, like going to put it on and you miss it like 2 or 3 times in a row, it was like usually they're off
you'll
the
get
team.
benched.
Yeah.
And that's crazy, man.
It's super competitive. I didn't realize how competitive it was, but it was incredible, and I absolutely recommend you go check it out. And support your local track anyway. Might as well,
Absolutely.
especially if you're in the Bristol area.
Got a buddy that wants us to come down to his track.
True. I'd love to do that at some point.
Yeah, English Mountain?
It's a 8th mile
Yeah.
track strip.
Yeah. English Mountain Raceway. My buddy Josh Ottinger. Y'all need to hit him up. Look him up on he's working on a YouTube and TikTok and all that kind of stuff, man. Hey, Josh is a great dude. Yeah, check him out. But yeah, I think he wants us to come down. Hope we can work out something where he can, I don't know, change the color of the GTR for me.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Wraps as well.
Yes, he does. Gosh, man, Josh's got his hands in all kinds of stuff. He's got the wrap shop. He's got the track. He's got a barber shop. So yeah. I'll try to remember to send Jeremy some info so he can post it up here for you. But yeah, awesome dude. So go check him out.
Absolutely.
And he'll be at the GTR event with us too, so that's cool. He's bringing down a lot of ethanol. Whoop, whoop.
Whoop whoop.
Your car don't run on ethanol?
No, it doesn't yet. It can run E50 stock, I think. Sorry, whatever. NASCAR's also run on 100% ethanol.
They are.
I didn't realize that.
No one wanted to help me steal a can.
We stole one. Oh, there's so much stuff to steal, guys. If you go there, definitely look at being a thief. Definitely kidding. Don't.
Do you know the rain tires? That's the same tires they use on the dirt. But the cool thing is like it's made for NASCAR.
Yeah, all the Goodyear tires are like custom made for.
Yeah, just for NASCAR.
Yeah, and they're like
that's neat.
Almost completely slicks. Are they slicks or are they complete almost?
The race tires are. The rain tires weren't.
Yeah, definitely. Still more aggressive than most of the stuff out there right now.
Yeah, it was cool though because like they showed us all the like. There's just I can't imagine how much money in just BBS wheels were just around that track. I mean, there was hundreds of them.
Yeah. And
then after they've used them, they're just sitting over there and they've cut the tire so you can't reuse it and. You just couldn't spot me for the BBS wheels, man.
Yeah, exactly. Like, it's like Michael Scott whenever he's talking about the hot dog stand, and he's like, "You're gonna throw them away at the end of the day. Can you just throw one away in my mouth?"
I'd find a way to run Unilug on the GTR.
Yeah, right. Yeah, my dad kept saying like, "What? It's not your bolt pattern." It's like,
it can be.
We'll figure it out, dude. That's the least of my worries.
Those things are 365s too, all the way around.
Only 10 larger than the backs of the Supras. Basically a NASCAR. Thank you very much. Thank you for watching the HalfTorqued Podcast. Give me a win.
Not that one. I'll give you the win that you have a pet chicken now, wherever Clucky is.
I don't know.
Oh, hey, right behind me.
Oh, jeez. Clucky cheese.
What would happen if I put Clucky up here right now?
Probably the battle of the century.
That'd be awesome. We'd have it on film.
We were just talking about how we don't want crashes in NASCAR.
This ain't NASCAR.
I'm just saying you can't
Enzo's not our
fighting.
If anything, it's F1 because it's Enzo.
Yeah.
Enzo Ferrari. It's just me. It's just me.
Meow.
Meow.
But yeah, hopefully we'll be able to make a trip out to Joe Gibbs Racing. The stuff that he does is incredible, and who was it that did the first 200 mile per hour car? Was it NASA or Chrysler or something?
NASA helped with it.
Right. So they were like, "How do we get this car faster?" To NASA, and they were like, "Oh yeah, just add this nose and this spoiler, and here you go."
Pontiac car, wasn't it? The Superbird or whatever it's called.
Yes, which is gorgeous.
It used to be
very expensive.
I think they're ugly.
I think they're cool.
They're cool, but they're ugly.
That's fair, actually.
There used to be that one that sat at Bristol at an old hotel. It was a legit one. Mm. That was pretty wild. I don't know if we've ever mentioned that we literally live right by Bristol Motor Speedway.
Like literally like 10 minutes.
Yep.
So we see it all the time. I'm amazed that we never went sooner.
Actually. Yeah. So Thunder Valley's there as well. So, you know, they have street fights during the like summer and stuff, and
the summer seasons and stuff like that. They're done for the year, unfortunately.
I'm just waiting.
She's not going to attack the chicken.
She is so ready. Like if I hadn't eat that last piece of kibble, I'd be eating hot wings right now. NASCAR and chickens, man.
But anyway, I think NASCAR is working with NASA now or SpaceX or something like that. But it's crazy when you think about speed and how that relates to missiles and rockets and planes, and like they're all the same idea.
When you get to the level of speed that the next person you need to ask advice from is NASA,
you're onto something, I think.
Yeah, I think you're like those guys. Like, man, I can't imagine. You know, it looks like a lot of fun, but I can't imagine how scared you are the first couple times you get in the seat of a race car with, you know, driving in a crowd at those kinds of speeds and those banking turns and all that stuff. And so if you're going to do it, man. Like
they were saying when you're in the middle of the turn going the speeds that they average, you actually can't see the end of the turn. You're just looking so like straight at the wall because it's that sharp.
That's wild.
And it's that banked. I mean, if you've never been to like Speedway and Lights or whatever, this is almost like sideways, like 90 degrees, because they have to be to like average. I don't know what speed they average, but it's like I think
it's like 4,000 miles an hour.
Probably, yeah, at least 4K.
Yep.
Maybe
sure.
3. But when you're going that fast, you have to have like a bank to help you turn.
That's so neat.
It is very neat. And you don't realize how steep it is,
You think
even like going to it.
You ever taken a bucket of water and spun it and the water doesn't come out?
Yeah.
You think that's how the drivers feel
Mm,
after they get done at Bristol?
not exactly like that, but
But you're not sure.
technically I'm not sure. I've never driven a NASCAR for 500 laps around the Bristol Motor Speedway.
Why?
I turned the job down. Yeah. They actually wanted me and Matt to be the top 2 racers of the NASCAR race, and we said no.
Yeah, I don't like attention.
Yeah.
Says the guy on the podcast.
Yeah, we didn't want to beat everybody so bad. Make the sport look lame.
We wouldn't have.
No.
We probably wouldn't have finished.
No.
We'd have crashed into each other immediately.
100%. Did you know the first 2 cars ever created and were on the
Yep.
road crashed?
Yep.
That's pretty stupid.
Yeah, they crash into each other.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say what I was about to say because
Humans are dumb. That's for sure.
that is true. A person can be smart, but people are stupid.
Yes. At a base level, we're all pretty pretty stupid.
In your fur there, kitty.
But yeah, anyways, like we said, definitely go check out a NASCAR race if you have the ability to. Check out the 24-hour Le Mans if you can too. It's really cool. If you've never heard of it.
And the 24-hour lemon.
Cool. Oh, talk about that, because I would love to do that on the channel sometime.
We need to do that. Rig up some Buick like out back.
What is the 24-hour lemon?
So it's like you can enter with like just about anything, and it doesn't cost a whole lot of money or nothing like that. But you and some buddies just pick up a Buick Regal or whatever, and you guys hop in the car and try to run this race. I think it'd be so much fun.
Yeah, because the lemon car is like a car that's
Junk.
always has problems. Yeah, and like never. That's like a title thing, right? You can have like a lemon car that you buy.
I don't know if it's a title, but
I thought it was. Maybe I'm
so
wrong.
the military base that I grew up on, there was this lot where people would try to sell their cars, and they called it the lemon lot.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
yeah, so you basically enter the 24-hour Le Mans with a lemon and just like this really crappy car.
like an old Ford Escort or
Yeah.
something. It'd be
That'd
so
be so
much
much
fun,
fun.
man. Just one chair in it, and I don't know.
Gut it, do something really stupid to it, like a body kit or something.
Yeah, some big spoiler made out of plywood. I mean, you gotta be safe, but that'd be funny.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
She's gonna kill that chicken so good.
Maybe someday we'll enter the 24 hours of lemons.
We're going to, thanks to our subscribers who are gonna help us one day.
We're going to donate, and we're going to make a big old half-torqued team.
Yeah,
The half-torqued lemons.
team HalfTorqued.
Um,
Speaking of, we're gonna be talking about a getaway in a little bit.
should we announce the winner right now?
Announce the winner of the giveaway.
So we got some wonderful submissions for the giveaway.
Yeah, we did.
Please keep submitting, because we're going to keep doing stuff like this, and we'll get into more of the details of the kind of like what we expect to keep doing.
Yeah.
But Matt has the winner on his phone.
Yeah, let me find them real quick.
It's a very cool car. We got a submission from Europe, which is so sick.
That's pretty cool. It was an awesome car.
It was an awesome car. Unfortunately, he was not the winner this time. But if you've already submitted, you're still up for like the next thing that we do. So like, don't worry. Stay tuned. But this car is really, really cool. It was actually one of the first ones that we got.
It was, and
We were like, man, it's gonna be really hard to
yeah,
do.
this is gonna be tough.
Yeah.
And God, I think it's so cool. Jake just texted me.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, we're like, hey, what's up, dude? You want to go get a root beer?
You want to go make a car out of carbon fiber?
So anyway, the winner of our giveaway, the hoodie, is going to be Mr. Jared Turpin.
Chirping.
Turpin's chirping them tires, boy, on this DF Goblin kit car.
Yes, sir.
That thing is so sick.
Here are the 4 pictures that he submitted.
He submitted more than 4.
Here are the more than 4 pictures he
There's
submitted.
6. But I think we need to meet up with Mr. Turpin and see this thing in person.
That would be really cool.
This thing is so neat, man. It's got a supercharged Cobalt SS motor in it, and it's expected to make 250 pounds. And I know people are going to be like, oh, that's nothing. This car weighs 1,500 pounds.
Which is nothing.
1,500 pounds. It has electric power steering. He's changed the pulley, the intake. It's got a different header on it. It's been tuned. Man, this thing is so cool.
Is it street legal?
Yeah.
That's incredible.
He also is planning on turbocharging it. He is looking
With
to get
the supercharger?
I don't know if he's keeping the supercharger or not. There are cars that do that.
What is it, super turbo? What is it called?
I don't know, but super turbo sounds kind of cool.
It kind of sounds lame almost.
You're lame.
I'm sorry. No, there's a term for that.
Twin charged.
Is that what it's called?
I don't know, maybe.
Okay, let me look it up.
But he has goals of hitting like 350 to 400 horsepower in this shopping cart of a race car. Like, this thing is awesome, dude.
Yeah. Like, you got to think, if my Super is 600 horsepower and my M8 was 800 horsepower, it's 1,000 pounds less. That's going to make it faster. And so...
Ariel Adams, a perfect example.
Yeah, exactly.
And the BAC Mono, which I don't know if you know what that is.
Don't.
That is a cool car. You got to put a picture up of the BAC Mono.
BAC Mono.
But
that'll be the first time I'm seeing it, too.
So the DF Goblin is a kit car that you can buy and build yourself, which me and Jeremy want to do.
Yes, that will be a build series at some point.
Yeah, but this thing is so cool, man.
It is called a twin-charged engine.
Yep. I'm so smart.
So that would be really cool if you twin-charged it. We'll have to keep up with that build for sure.
Absolutely, man. I want to see it. I want to ride in it.
Yeah.
This thing is so dope.
So basically, a kit car like that is they send you all the parts, and you build it yourself. Am I wrong?
No, you're not wrong.
So,
you get a frame, and you can get the motor and wiring and all that stuff separate, and you can buy the frame and everything yourself, and then go find the motor and pull it out of a junk car or whatever you want to do and throw it in there.
Is it all-wheel drive or rear-wheel drive?
I'm sure it's rear-wheel drive.
Gotcha.
All-wheel drive would be ridiculous.
Insane. What's his name?
His name's Jared Turpin, J Turp on Instagram.
Shout out to J Turp.
J Turp.
Thank you for submitting your car.
Thanks to everybody.
Thanks for all the other submissions. We got some really, really awesome cars. 2 really awesome S2000s.
Yeah. Yeah.
We are definitely going to keep doing this. Even if we're not doing giveaways, we want to do a featured car of the week. And we want to do a series where we rate cars harshly. I think that would be fun.
So I think we've decided that we are doing one for this next podcast, right? So same thing. Send us 4 pictures of your car, front, back, rear, sides. I said back and rear.
Front, back, side, engine bay.
Engine bay, yeah. And give us a list of your mods, any kind of future plans you got for it, stuff like that.
People kept asking if it's stock, if that's a problem. Not at all.
No.
It is absolutely worth a shot.
Absolutely.
We love cars.
There's a lot of stock cars out there that will take over just about anything. So
100%. If you got a P1, you win.
But the difference this time is our wives are going to pick the winner.
Yes.
So
definitely submit your stock cars. You can submit your modified ones if you want. But
no G-Wagons. I don't want my wife going to blows. No G-Wagons.
She'll
fight.
If you put in a G-Wagon, they'll probably pick it, actually.
Yeah.
So submit everything. We want everything. We want Hyundais. We want Jeeps. We want trucks. We want cars. We want motorcycles. We want everything.
Kit cars for sure, because that
cars,
DF
absolutely.
Goblin, love it.
Yeah.
But,
we love effort. We love people who love their cars and are enthused about their cars and want to do stuff to them.
Tell us
you can absolutely love a stock car.
Tell us what got you into cars. That'd be cool.
Yeah, definitely.
I want to hear what people what got you into cars.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because we're gonna start. I think we're gonna start getting people on here, and it's gonna be one of the first questions we ask. What got you started?
Yep.
And it was weird because when we were with Victor, there was all these questions that I wanted to ask, but I didn't.
Yeah, we want to keep.
Yeah, because there's got to be something to ask them later, and then it's really hard to hear them anyway. So
yeah, in that shop for sure. I just turn them all the way up in our headphones.
He got his bike done, by the way.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
So he's a total bike fiend. He had 4 motorcycles in his garage, I think.
Yeah, something like that.
And these are, he said 289 horsepower?
That Ducati is something like that.
If you're talking horsepower with a motorcycle, it's pretty freaking fast. 1,000 cc? No, 300 horsepower. That's more horsepower than my 540i stock.
And a Supra.
No.
Oh, no?
Not stock.
Sorry.
Well, it is, stock. 335 stock.
Yeah.
But it's the same thing.
I think it was more than that.
But they weigh 800 pounds or something like that.
There's a chicken in the shop.
There's a chicken in the shop, believe
Sorry.
it or not, yeah. 800 pounds on a bike?
It ain't even that.
If even.
No, those things are 400 and 500 pounds wet. So.
And they're the same freaking horsepower as my daily. Like, golly, it's incredible.
Scurry, as they say. Oh,
Yes.
Get him.
Don't get me, please.
Yeah.
I want to love you.
Off camera, please. I wish I could hear Clucky back here chirping.
Yeah, he's giving us his little squeaks.
It's a she.
She's giving us our little squeaks. But yeah, so absolutely submit your cars again.
Please.
We love seeing cars, whether you get picked or not. We've been having a blast looking through these submissions. It's a ton of fun. So,
More than I expected.
yeah, absolutely. We don't care if it's stock. We don't care if it's modified. We want to see it all. And
If you love it, we might too.
exactly.
And we're not picking it this time, so.
True. So definitely submit everything.
But let's just be
Who
fair.
knows?
That goblin is just hard to beat.
100%.
That it would take a lot.
Yeah.
I mean, some of the stuff that was submitted.
Very close.
Yeah.
It was a close. Yeah, we were between like 3 or 4 that were the top for sure.
Especially my man from Europe.
Yeah.
I don't know what part of Europe you're from, dog, but.
You can tell by his tag, I guess.
Well, I just know it's over there somewhere, but
Yeah.
beautiful car, and the fact that he's all the way over there and he's catching up with us is really cool.
Yeah, that's super cool.
Yep. So let's
Um,
continue reaching out like that.
Absolutely.
Speaking of reaching out, we need to reach out to Jack, see what's going on with his
car journey.
Yeah, what he's doing.
Yep. I know the last time we talked to Jack, he was talking about getting a Lotus.
Yeah.
Or the Aston Martin. What was that called?
Lagonda or
Lagonda, yeah. Whatever the
gross.
frick that thing
Jack, please don't.
is. La Ugly.
Ugly.
Am I right? And like you said,
Too
you don't
feo.
see Aston Martins and think of an ugly car ever. If anything, they're
I do
always
now.
pretty and they're not like super fast.
Our buddy Steven's got 2 Aston Martins and they're both gorgeous.
Absolutely, and they sound really good too.
Yeah.
And the doors open slightly upwards so that you don't hit the curb.
You know what we didn't do today
What?
in this podcast?
What did we not do today?
There's no car.
Oh my gosh!
There's no car in the background.
How did we do that?
We were blown away by the chicken, man. Hey, not the chicken man, but the chicken, man.
That's insane.
Yeah.
Wow, that's so unprofessional of us.
Sorry, guys.
Well, you can
That's-
see my M8 wheels.
Oh, yeah. And I don't know if they can see the box of trash that parts came in, or
It's a mess, dude.
we got to clean this place up.
Yeah, we really do. Well, I was gonna have the 5 in here today, but you'll see that next week, I guess. I think we're gonna start a build series on the 5.
What are we going to do to it?
Everything.
Okay.
I have to make sure. I have to see if the ECU is unlocked.
This is one of those points where it's, I need a daily for my daily.
Yeah.
Here we go.
I'm in talks with BC Forge right now.
And
And
hey, guys, BC Forged.
please. I think when it comes to wheels, BC Forge pretty much has some of the prettiest ever made.
Jeremy's the only guy that I know that we talk about BBS, and he's like, meh.
I'm sorry, dude. I don't get the style, man. And I don't like the silver barrels.
That's just his opinion, man. Cancel him if you want to.
So I think my problem
Oh,
is it looks. So if you were to take like your Vorsteiner wheels, right?
yeah.
They don't look OEM at all.
Okay.
They almost look like a little exoskeleton-y. They look different. They look more aggressive. I feel like BBS wheels look like OEM wheels. And I think a lot of like the original BMW wheels looked like BBS wheels.
BMW has always had like a really cool selection. BMW and Porsche are very good at giving you a selection of wheels. Chevrolet is one of the worst.
Yeah, dude, their Corvette wheels are
Corvette wheels, their Camaro wheels. There's not a wheel that I can remember coming on the Camaro that I'm like, yeah, that's nice.
Yeah. The fact that you have like a $200,000 ZR1 supercar and it comes with like...
Well, see, I like the wheels that come on the ZR1 now.
I actually haven't seen those.
I like those, like the ZR1 and the Z06. Even their base model would look good, but the base C8, garbage wheels.
Absolutely.
They're all garbage.
So ugly. Okay, the ZR1 wheels are pretty nice.
Hey, J Terp just reached out. He's stoked that he won.
Heck yeah, dude.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I am not a BBS wheel fan. And there are a couple I like sure. But like as an overall selection...
Tell me how you feel about rotiform.
Let's talk about rotiform. I have rotiform wheels on the Supra.
Never again.
I don't know if the previous owner was sponsored by them or not, but there is a sticker on my roll call that says rotiform. I do like their wheels. I think they have some pretty wheels. I like their Aero disc wheels a lot on very, very specific builds. There was like a C4 Corvette, C5 Corvette we just saw that was like white and had like the
I hate those things.
retro.
Yeah, they're like an
styling
Aero
stickers.
disc style wheel, which you posted up, but I believe it's called like an Aero disc.
Yeah,
Jake
which I think is cool.
Jake sent me a bunch of pictures, but he didn't send the picture that has him in it with us.
That's lame.
Does your mom have it?
I don't know. She sent me all of it. I'll look at it later.
Okay. Sorry.
But rotiform. So all of a sudden, my OEM finish on my wheel just started peeling.
Oh God, it was so weird too. I think I have pictures.
Okay.
So
Psh, right there.
sad.
It's very strange, and it didn't feel like powder. It didn't feel like paint. But like, all of a sudden, around my center cap, it just came off, and it was just peeling.
It was weird how it was peeling.
Yeah.
It was like, I don't know if you guys have ever seen Plasti Dip coming off, like in a big chunk.
Yeah.
Kind of reminded it without being stretchy, but it was kind of like
Right.
that.
Um,
Because everything on my GTR is Plasti Dip.
But it was weird, dude. It was bad, and I don't know what exactly was going on, but I've heard that like kind of like since COVID, the quality of stuff has gone down, and that might be the case with this. I don't know that for a fact. But yeah, the OEM finish started peeling, and then I curbed my wheel on the lift one night, and you could literally grab this paint and it would just come off in chunks.
It was weird, man.
I literally just hit it with a pressure washer. I wasn't really worried about it because I knew I was about to get them coated.
Thank you, Victor.
And it just shot off in chunks like an old freaking camper or something. So I don't think I'll ever buy a rotiform wheel ever again.
No, after that, I just
And I reached out to support, and if you know anything about wheels, it was not the center cap that was peeling, and they were like, "Yeah, that's the center cap," and I was like, "Okay, it's not."
No.
And they never responded. So, and then I asked them about the torque specs whenever we were rebuilding the wheels for the coating, and that was like, it took them like a week to get back with the torque specs. So, I don't know. I don't want to bash anybody, but I probably will not buy rotiforms.
It's not that we're bashing. It's just we can't say buy these wheels.
Yeah, like I'm not going to endorse them.
Nope.
By any means. But BC4 is just probably like my overall favorite wheel. When you look at their whole catalog, there's like not a wheel I wouldn't take off their catalog.
No, there's a lot of wheels on there that I love.
Yeah.
And their finishes and everything.
Gorgeous.
And the
yeah,
wheels
they have
you
like
got.
50 different finishes on there.
Yeah.
The wheels I got in the M8 were gorgeous. It was a mistake to buy them a week before I sold the car. That was stupid.
Well, you didn't know you were going to sell it at that time.
True. I'm very impulsive. They're for sale if anyone wants them.
They're beautiful.
5x112. Very large.
A 10 in the front, 12 in the back? Or 11 in the front, 12 in the back?
Something like that. 10.5 and 11 or 10.5 and 12. Something
Pretty
like
sure it was 12 in the back.
Just go on my Facebook. I'm right there. My other Facebook, Jeremy Taylor.
I found a picture of the ugliest wheels ever finally.
Okay.
And they just happened to be on a Mustang.
Of course they are.
I didn't make it that way.
I don't know if that'll be the picture that we post or not. But
It is.
okay.
It is. You've already ruined this channel, sir.
Show me the wheels, Matthew. Wait, what? Are those 2-spoke wheels? Or is that one spoke?
I don't know what you call it. That is ugly.
It's something you put on a Hellcat.
Funny you say that. I think the wheels that go on the Hellcat are pretty sick.
I don't think I've
The
ever seen
little
them.
split 5-spoke wheel. I think those are pretty sick looking.
To Google I go.
I'm still not a huge fan. I mean, I appreciate the Hellcats and stuff, but it's just
Hellcats are cool. It's just they're much better options.
yeah.
They do have some good OEM wheels.
Mm-hmm.
Shoot. I'm sorry, Hellcat, for my disrespect.
Yeah. But that right there, whatever that wheel is called, that is so ugly.
Oh, and Rohana makes really good wheels.
Rohana makes pretty good wheels. Ferrata makes good wheels.
Rohana, Ferrata, BC Forged, and Vorsteiner and HREs.
Yeah, I
Are
mean,
like my top. Oh, and Volk.
Volk and Work and anything Rays.
Yeah,
pretty
for
much.
Sure.
You know, I like that Rays goes way back. Like they'll have wheels for like classic JDMs and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Work Equip and stuff like that. Dude, Clucky is going off.
Clucky's clucking. I wish you guys could hear that. I'm sorry. Well, anyway, I think that'll do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it will.
Yeah. Thank you for watching. I appreciate your guys' support. Thank you for submitting all your cars. They were awesome.
Can't wait to see the new ones.
Yes, keep submitting your cars.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Our wives will be picking this time, like Matt said. So submit everything because they have some strange tastes.
If you made it this far into the podcast and you're watching us on YouTube, I want you to comment the word Clucky.
Yep.
Just so we know.
Clucky Cluckington.
And if no one does it, we're going to quit forever.
Yep.
It's not true. We're still going to keep
true.
doing this. No. We're going to keep doing this.
Okay.
Well, I've invested so much money into this.
If no one does it, then no one will hear this part of the podcast anyway.
It's fine. We're still getting views. So.
True. Like 6.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
Go download this podcast on Spotify. It really helps us out. We're still working on getting on Apple. I love their phones, but they suck, apparently. Kidding. Love you guys.
There goes that sponsor.
Like and subscribe. Hit that bell for notifications. Submit your cars. 4 photos. Front, back, side, engine bay. Send it to @HalfTorqued. Doing another giveaway of a shirt this time?
Do we want to do a shirt?
Let's do a shirt.
Do a shirt?
Yeah.
We're going to do a shirt.
Shirt
we got
choice.
a new one. We got a new one coming.
True.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll do that. That would be cool.
Yeah, that's cool.
We'll see if we get that in time. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. Say goodbye, everyone. Say goodbye to Clucky. Say goodbye to Enzo. Say goodbye to Polly. Say goodbye to Chewy.
I guess. Yeah, bye, guys.